welcome back to Noise Avocation Podcast. I'm Ryan here with Jeremy.
What up, people?
We're on take 2 of this episode.
Yeah, technical difficulty.
We recorded without some sound for a little bit, but it's no big deal. Better doing it this way than during an interview or something. But so this week we're going to talk about songs that we just never want to hear again. We might like the band, but they have a hit song or a song that maybe wasn't a hit that just has been played by somebody we know constantly or in our circle or whatever, that just kind of ruined it for us to where we're like, we don't want to hear this anymore. Everybody knows or has those songs. Or maybe even it's an artist or a song where it's a poor representation of their, like, the rest of their catalog. Like when we finished off, we were talking about Prince, and how he has just so much better music than just Purple Rain. Like even just like Housequake and stuff, it's just so much more.
Well, since we're on take 2, and I was thinking about this now, is like what you just said. Is some of these songs, I actually played the shit out of at one point in my life, I suppose. Some of them.
Yeah, and then they became...
You know what I mean?
Not only did you play them too many times, but then everybody else played them too many times.
So, to say that none of these are necessarily bad songs, they're just fucking overplayed and don't need to be played again.
I am with you there. But let us know in the comments some songs that you just are sick of hearing, that you never want to hear again. Whether it's by an artist you like or don't like, I guess, would suffice either way, but... I'm sure.
Just think of so many, dude.
I'm sure some of these are gonna be kind of like, people are gonna be like, "What do you mean you don't like that song?
Yeah.
Like, you don't like Hotel California? Like, no, I don't. I never have. But if you do, that's great. I'm happy for you. But maybe you only listen to top 40 radio and you're content with that. But like, as music consumers, at least for speaking on behalf of Jeremy and I, like, we need more than just
you definitely need more than the top 40, dude, for sure.
The first one being, everybody's heard this song a billion times, and there's so much more better songs out there by this band, but Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. It's been used in movies countlessly. It's been played on every punk radio station there is countlessly.
No, I just thought of another Nirvana song that has now become, like, played too much.
The Batman song?
Yeah. Now that we're
talking
about it.
I think that was the Batman movie's fault, though. Cause
no, it was.
It was like the soundtrack
TikTok,
was like that whole song. Like,
and I can only tell you from my kid's point of view. He'd be at school, and his fellow fucking classmates would be like, "Oh my God, have you heard this fucking Nirvana song? Blah 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 blah. Something's in the way. It's so." And then Nikolai's like, "You're an idiot, dude."
Yeah,
you know, like,
what do you mean you haven't heard that song?
Yeah,
like,
he doesn't
just
even
now?
like Nirvana. You know, so I would put that in there too, because again, that is also a poor representation of Nirvana. You know.
Yeah, I would
Batman,
agree.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, and Batman. The next one, Ruby Soho by Rancid, which you can thank our friend Phildo for kind of putting the nail in the coffin on this song.
Just beat the fuck out of it.
Yeah, this was like his Saturday Night Fever song. It just, like, and when I lived downstairs from him for a while, like, and even if you weren't up there, you would hear that song being played, people chanting to it, people jumping around, being drunk idiots, and like, it's cool that they're having fun, but
yeah, dude,
this song is just, it's been beat to death.
That Outcome of the Wolves album, you know, is, I mean, even the album as a whole is almost beat to death at this point. And I get, like, that was a huge gateway for a lot of people into alternative music, even, you know what I mean? Like Phildo and, like, all those people that are a little older than us. So I think maybe they hold that shit, like, a little too close. I don't know, but
I mean, maybe it's like a sense of nostalgia type of thing or something,
good.
But
yeah, and dude, living below them, that would have been fucking horrible. I can't even imagine. Could make a fucking, you we could probably between the two of us make a soundtrack to a Fildo Saturday Night, and it would probably be pretty on point. Like and he would probably be playing those same tracks this weekend.
Yeah, I could easily do that.
You know,
That would we should do that sometime.
just for the hell of it.
Just
yeah.
leave the CD on his doorstep.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, what's this?" And he puts it in, and he's like, "These are all my favorite songs."
And he does have a CD player.
The next one is kind of the same case too.
Yeah, Bro Him by Pennywise, man. Oh, God, over and over again my whole life I've heard this track. And like I said before, I'm guilty of playing the shit out of it. But I played the shit out of it when I was like 16, not 42, not whatever. I'm sorry, Phildo, however old you are, 52. I don't mean to fuck with you like that. I'm not trying to disrespect your senior citizen age.
I don't think he's 52.
Dude, he's up there, man.
He's up there, but I don't think he's 50
When's
yet.
the last time you saw his birth certificate? I don't know.
Never.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's actually like 65.
Yeah,
He's been
dude.
fucking trolling everybody this whole time.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You don't know.
He's like, yeah, I was born in the 60s.
But Pennywise, I mean, they have so many other tracks, so much good music. Even this album, I would actually listen to Land of the Free before I would listen to this album, I suppose, nowadays. But of course, somebody else could be like, "You're an idiot," and be totally 180. So it's just all in the
Yeah,
take.
I mean, this could be somebody's life anthem for all
Right,
we know.
right.
Like,
But I also hate what we said before, what the song, like Bro Him, was written for their friend that passed away, you know what I mean? And it got morphed, at least around here and how I see it. It got
became more of
morphed
a party
into like
anthem type of thing. Yeah.
like, let's like get drunk and act like fucking assholes and ooh, out of tune, you know, and like you were saying, like 4 seconds behind. You're like, yeah, the timing's all.
Yeah, it'd be like a
just
bad.
awful.
It'd be like a bad mouthing dub where like
yeah.
you'd be giving out all the whoa whoa whoas, and then everybody'd be like, just like they're here, and like everybody else is singing.
I mean,
along
shout out to
here,
Kirchhoff, but like, and I believe he puts a stop to it, but I can totally see in my head like the whole whoa, and like, and we're just like chilling, like this is in retard. Didn't you guys already do this 600 times in your life? You know, it's
or
insane.
2 hours ago.
Yeah, or 2 hours ago. What about number 5, dude?
Number 4. We didn't do.
Oh
5.
damn, I almost skipped it.
You almost skipped Bruce. Number
See, I'm
4
trying
is
to-
Born in the USA, Bruce Springsteen, which is a song. I mean, like you just said, it's a skip.
Yeah.
I think the song obviously like got taken out of context over time, like the meaning behind the song, and it became like an American anthem type of thing instead of like a
Anti-Vietnam.
anti sort of protest type of thing.
Yeah.
And it just reminds me of like some like fucking hillbilly that just born in the USA, brother. Like looks
now
at
that-
you like.
Now see, and when I hear it, so I hear it because I like the boss. You know what I mean? Now I don't need to hear the song again, but when I hear it, I don't see a hillbilly so much as I see like. Sometimes I see myself. Sometimes I just see like people just beat down by the system or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
That's
haven't
I
listened
think that's what it was supposed to be
Yeah, supposed to do.
like portrayed
However,
as, but it over time it became like a sort of a hillbilly anthem.
I was not aware of that fact until I got older. If I'm being fair, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean it's kind of a
You're-
catchy song that
Right.
you may only listen to the chorus, and that's why you love it, because it's a sing-along type of tune, which a lot of these songs on this list are sing-along type
Yeah.
of tunes. I think sometimes when people start to like actually take a step back and they're like, oh whoa, I didn't catch this part, or I didn't hear that
Yeah,
part,
yeah.
and then but
I mean, and almost on that, this album as a whole could almost be like if you're gonna listen to Bruce Springsteen, you know, I would purposefully not give somebody Born in the USA just to like be like, here, check this out first, just so you get a better idea of like maybe give him like Nebraska or something, like just totally like.
or Born to Run or something. Yeah.
Anyway, We're not going to talk about the boss anymore because that Ryan doesn't listen to him very ever, and
Yeah, I really don't.
I'm done. So we'll go to number 5 then. I just thought about this since we're doing it again. I believe this song holds a world record for most people playing at the same time, like a guitar, playing the same riff. And I want to say there's like,
Oh, really?
on acoustic guitar, there's a video of it.
I
want to
didn't know
say it's
that.
like 3,500 people or so. Don't quote me. It's a lot of people all playing this riff, "Smoke on the Water" by Deep Purple.
As much as I never want to hear the song
you
again,
wanna
I
check
would
that
actually
out.
want to hear that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, damn, that's a lot of force and sound coming out. Like, I
Yeah.
wonder what that's like
I
have
forgot all about it. Till
to have
just a
that
minute
many
ago.
people actually playing that all at once. But yeah, I love Deep Purple. Even that Machine Head album is great. It's not my favorite Deep Purple album, but the rest of the whole album, fantastic. But that song, just like, it comes on whether, like, we get the record in here all the time, and we
Yeah.
got to play test it a lot of times because it's in usually questionable condition. And I'm like, oh, fuck, we got to listen to Smoke on the Water.
I just saw a picture of a woman, which I believe I shared with you before, that she worked for Apple Music, and it shows a picture of her having to test every Rubber Soul album.
Oh, yeah, I
And there's
remember.
this
Yeah.
table.
I remember
mean,
seeing that.
must have been like 100 records. I'm like, dude, that poor woman. Norwegian Wood over and over and
She
over.
worked for Capitol, you mean? Not
Or
Apple.
Capitol, yeah.
I know how you put Apple there.
Yeah. Apple.
Another one, and this probably gets played like more now than ever. And it was already an overplayed song, but ever since its passing, it probably just became even because all these like younger kids that are just discovering it. But Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. Love Ozzy. And I would put this neck and neck with Iron Man by Black Sabbath. We didn't have that on the list, but I'm going to toss it in there anyways.
And yeah, I'm with you on both of those songs. Iron Man was ruined for me by my child and by Marvel.
By Marvel, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, great song, dude, but Black Sabbath's catalog, Ozzy's catalog is so much bigger, dude. I mean, there's so many more songs that you could listen to. Not saying that those are bad songs, but I don't need to hear them again.
Like you said, if we could get an Ozone cover.
Yep, that's what I would do. I would listen to Crazy Train. Again, if Ozone Ranger, a.k.a. Richard Bussey, rises from the grave and is like, oh, and I hear, dude, that shit would be insane.
For those who aren't local that don't know, Ozone was our...
He was our homie,
He was
dude.
our homeless...
Straight up. And he was not homeless.
drunk...
Not
Oh, that's right,
homeless.
he wasn't homeless. He had a home that he chose not to go to.
Because he didn't want to be controlled.
Yeah.
So he'd spend the winters in jail.
So
he'd
he
do
was
something
our...
stupid and go to jail for the winter.
He
get
was
out,
our
hang out.
local crazy guy, I guess, is what you want to say.
Yeah, he'd hang out and...
Is Ozzy a fucking crazy down-to-earth motherfucker or what, dude?
He's wasted out of his fucking mind!
Is he stoned immaculate on the fucking...
Yes, he is!
Fucking A, Ozzy, fucking aye.
Anyway, R.I.P. Ozone Ranger.
After that,
Yeah, this is a
we're
good
both
one.
in agreement on this, but this one probably for some people are going to be like, you guys are douchebags. Like, what do you mean you don't like this? But
Every
every
song.
Pantera song ever.
Ever. Yeah,
All
good.
of them. Every single one. Yes, Walk. Yes, Cowboys from Hell.
was
Yes,
thinking
5
about
Minutes
it, too. It's
Alone.
like,
Yes,
I don't even
Cemetery
know-
Gates. Yes.
How many times I've seen those records in the store and I just look and keep, like, I just don't even pick them up, you know? I'm just have no interest in...
They've never even crossed my radar to want to be in my collection
Yeah,
at all.
Now, when I lived down on the north side, before my son was born, I'll get loaded every night. So, and we live right by Jonesy's, a bar, kitty corner, you know, like you can spit at it. So if I played Pantera's Greatest Hits and blared that shit, they would come, dude. Yo, what's up, man? I mean, you're your best friends, man. Where's beer,
like-
man? Fuck, I love this song. And
It's
it
like
was,
Field of Dreams.
yeah,
Like,
it was like
if
Field
you
of
play
Dreams,
it,
dude.
they will come.
Fucking right. And and it was always like the songs that we were talking about, like the greatest hits, you know, like Walk and fucking Cemetery
Yeah.
Gates, Respect, like, oh my god,
I don't know if it was the fans
Cowboys from Hell itself.
or
It's like, dude, we're in northern Michigan. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
I'm the only one here that was born in Texas. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know if it was the fans or the band, like Phil or whoever, like that ruined it, but just somewhere along the lines, it just.
Yeah, I like the fans. I think are definitely Phil Ensemble's whole aura is pretty disdainful. Like, you know, I would if I wouldn't want to hang out with that guy, dude. I don't know.
No, not at all.
Seems like a total fucking dirtbag.
Absolutely, I agree. Another one, Stairway to Heaven, Led Zeppelin. And there's a few songs from Led Zeppelin that you could put up there. We almost put Immigrant Song.
That was Steve Spick.
What was it? What was Whole Lotta Love? Black Dog.
Black Dog.
And then I
Whole
feel
Lotta
like
Love.
even the Over the Hills and Far
Yeah.
Away or whatever song is kind of getting up there too.
Oh.
But we all know Led Zeppelin. We've heard the songs. We know they're a great band. We all know they ripped off Willie Dixon.
Dude, they did.
And
I remember when I was younger and I like put that together.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like kind of upset about it, you know. Like, I mean, just because I was
They
just so
did-
flabbergasted, you know. Like, how is this possible,
they
dude?
bit a lot of stuff.
I mean, just yeah, like 100%.
Not even just from him, just from like other artists
Yeah,
too, like the whole Spirit
yeah.
controversy with Stairway to Heaven.
Yep. Yeah. So
Yeah, I
that's
don't
right.
know,
That's
like,
right.
they
Yeah,
were-
where he has the record in his collection.
Yeah,
They went on tour.
they
with
went on
the
tour
band,
together.
but somehow was not found.
Yeah,
You
It's
know,
like,
they let him keep it.
never met the bloke. I don't know.
Never met him. Yeah, dude. Like, what? I Shot the Sheriff by Bob Marley and the entire Legend album.
Yeah,
Like we said,
this
poor
goes along
representation.
with poor representation. Where if you listen to like Bob Marley and the Wailers, like he has so much more style, attitude, like originality. I don't know. It's just I'm good with Out Here and I Shot the Sheriff, or Every Little Thing's Gonna Be Alright,
No
or
Woman,
like
No Cry.
No
all
Woman, No
that
Cry,
stuff,
all
man.
the main hits that are just.
And you know, it's a very digestible reggae-ish album. It's like a pop reggae album.
Yeah.
So I
It's
guess
good as an
good-
intro.
Yeah, it's good as an intro, but I guess like you were saying before, we're people that top 40 isn't gonna do it. So Bob Marley's been played our whole lives. So when we hear this shit when we're 8, 9, 10 years old, and it's kind of like, oh, that's like we're already by 11, 12 years old, we're already like, okay, where's like the good shit?
Yeah, like if you
where's this from?
if you listen to Bob Marley and like somehow it doesn't take you to like Peter Tosh or
Right.
like any of like the Lee Scratch Perry stuff or like
even
the,
his
the
fucking
gladi-
wife Rita, like just
Yeah.
go a little bit left or a little bit right.
the
you know?
Gladiators, like there's so much more reggae out there that like it's a stepping stone.
I really like those Studio One Classic reissues for
Yeah,
that, putting
the
all
ones
those
that they do
singles
for
on there.
Record Store Day.
Yeah,
those are
cool
awesome.
for that stuff. But
They
yeah,
put a lot of good stuff on there.
I'm not saying that the I Shot the Sheriff's a bad song, but we don't want to hear it again. We don't want to even.
I don't want to hear any version.
Yeah, I don't want to
of
hear
that
any
song.
version of it.
The next is a little kind of left field.
Yep.
But Pardon Me by Incubus. And this was kind of one of those bands that they were very different and then had like one song that kind of broke through and became like their MTV hit, so to speak.
Yeah.
And
The Unfairly, I think, got thrown in with the whole like new metal
Yeah.
kind of thing, and I think that is unfair. at the
yeah,
time.
wouldn't consider them a new metal band at all. They were very like
I'd just be like an alternative
experimental,
indie band,
like
experimental,
indie.
Yeah.
Was like the next era of Faith No More, maybe.
Right.
Like
I
shit,
kind of,
like,
I would think that Incubus would almost be more into like a vein of like 311
Yeah.
than like what they got lumped into. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I wouldn't really know what to call 311. It was
Right.
kind of alternative.
And I don't really care for 311 because
Nah, I'm not a big fan either.
it just, I don't know. I think it's like the poppy sounding stuff, like stuff that sounds happy, like that. I don't know. It doesn't resonate with me as much, which is kind of fucked up. But I guess it
I
is
think
what
that
it
says
is.
some shit about you,
Well,
Jeremy.
I know. I got some fucking issues. Holla at me, Sarah. Shit.
While we're on the subject of Faith No More, Epic is another song that I'm good with hearing without hearing.
Dude,
Faith No More is a great band.
Faith No More is an amazing fucking band, but that song
was just constant.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. You know, it's like, I guess now that we're doing this list again, you know, and I'm thinking it's like a lot of these songs help these artists get their other shit to us. So in some regard, I gotta like be slightly thankful to like
for the songs,
right?
Yeah.
But I still don't want to hear them again. You know, it is what it is. But I guess I wouldn't have known. It makes you wonder if Faith No More never put that song out, and
would you have ever found them?
Right.
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say. Anyway.
But the thing that
think of all the bands that we find now.
Yeah. Because
of like the internet or whatever, that are fucking awesome.
Yeah, but back then it wasn't like
they
that.
Like sold like 30 copies.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know. It's fucking shit's crazy weird to me. Oh, I gotta. You want to go to number? We're going to number 11.
Yep. Go ahead.
Well, this is a rap song off of a huge album, All Eyes on Me. The name of the song is California Love.
Everybody's heard this song at one point or another.
The video is amazing, the Thunderdome thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the video was crazy.
It was.
But at this point, this song has just been constantly, like, when you think Tupac, like, immediately you ask the average person, California Love is the first song they would think of.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I'll put it to you this way. Instead of listening to California Love, I'd rather listen to California Love Part 2, and that's on Machiavelli.
Oh, yeah.
To Live and Die in L.A., you know?
Yeah.
It's funny. Anyway, listen to that before you listen to California Love again, if you dare so. But yeah, man, again, I would go dig more on that album if you're a Tupac fan, just to see like all the shit that's kind of like in there, because anybody that listens to Tupac, I would think for the most part would have different albums that would be their favorite over All Eyes on Me.
Yeah.
And I'm just talking about the ones when he was alive. I don't want to get into like the bootlegs and all this and that and post.
Another really overplayed one is My Name Is by Eminem.
Yeah.
This was like obviously his big breakthrough and whatever, where he really started to get popular and became more of a household name, but also a very controversial name. Like, kids loved him, parents hated him.
He played the perfect Elvis card, dude.
Yeah, the song was, at its time when it came out, you're like, wow, this is really different. This is like, nobody sounded like that. The beats were crazy. The music video was weird. Like, what he was saying was off the wall. But at this point in time, I could listen to every single other song on the Slim Shady LP except that.
Yeah, and that dropped when I was in junior high. In the 7th grade talent show. This is how big this song got, dude, is these kids fucking did that shit. They covered it for the talent show and then got in trouble for saying which Spice Girl they wanted to impregnate or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, but I mean, that's compared to now what is said and what is done is like, that's nothing, right?
I would think they would get in more trouble for like,
the other
hey
shit.
Kids, do you like violence?
Yeah,
do you want to see me take 9-inch nails through one of my eyelids?
No, it was impregnate Spice, and you want to see which Spice Girl or whatever I want to impregnate. You know, Dr. Dre says. See, now it's gonna get stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Good one, Ryan.
My bad. Another controversial figure of the late 90s, early 2000s was Marilyn Manson, and Beautiful People is a song by him that it was played constantly over and over and over again, and I'm just good without hearing it. Like, I like Manson. He's done some great stuff. I like his early stuff. I even like his later stuff. And just this song, like you were saying, like the chugging riff, the chanting, even the rest of the album is great, but just that song I'm sick of hearing. And as good as his cover,
I'm like, it's almost cringy sounding now.
And I think that's a song where it probably drove some people away from listening to Manson, because he's got some like later like gothy sounding stuff that's actually like really cool.
You know that? Okay. Speaking of which, the song I believe, and this was on like one of those radio stations. I think it's like 6 feet on. It's 6 feet. Maybe that's 6 feet deep is the name of the Manson song.
Okay.
And I like that. It's faster.
Yeah, like his last album that just came out like last year, I think. I have a copy of it in front of the store right now still. Awesome.
Yeah.
It was kind of like Depeche Mode meets Black Sabbath meets Marilyn Manson. Like it was really cool.
That's definitely far removed from A Beautiful People.
Yeah, it's way different.
And then we also were thinking of putting the
Sweet
Eurythmics
Dreams,
covers on there. Yep. Sweet
as
Dreams.
good as his cover was, like after a while it just became overdone like so many times constantly. So that is another one I definitely am good without hearing again.
The next one is oh god, that's funny too. Blink-182's What's My Age Again? Oh, they beat the fuck out of that. That was on like TRL and all that.
That was on TRL for a long
during like
time.
that boy band era. So like, does that make Blink-182 a boy band? Kinda does.
They were a boy band trio.
Yeah, boy band
I like
trio.
Blink-182, but this song I'm good with. Like, I just, like you mentioned, Damn It, and we played it, and I was like, I could still tolerate this, but What's My Age Again? I just, like, if I was going to listen to the album, I'd just skip past it.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. And there's a lot of tracks on that album that I guess got beat to fuck, because that was that Enema of the State, that's off of that record, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking gnarly.
The next, Anarchy in the UK by the Sex Pistols.
Controversial?
I guess this may be a hot
I agree
take. I'm
with
not
it,
sure.
though.
But
I've been able to hear that since I was a teenager.
Yeah, I never was honestly, I was never really a big fan of the song to begin with. There's so many, like EMI is such a better song.
Yeah,
like
dude.
the Holiday in the Sun, and even that one's still that's kind of like up there in the
that overplayed.
Played a lot, but I 10 to 1 would rather listen to that song over.
For some reason, I always go to like Submission or trying to think of the titles, because it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4 in my head, you know. Because I was a big fan of the Sex Pistols when I was like a teenager. You know, like I had CD and shit, like an actual CD, right? But dude, yeah, Anarchy in the UK, that song's over fucking played. Even God Save the Queen, you know.
Yeah, God Save the Queen is, I don't know, the whole Nevermind the Bollocks album has been played quite a bit, but when you're a band that only has one, arguably two records, like,
so I was just like,
your
I do
album's
like
gonna
Who Killed
get
Bambi
played
and blah blah blah,
quite a
but that's
bit.
not on that album. That's like the
Yeah.
But yeah, I could definitely do without, and maybe that's because we're American. I don't know, but like I just don't want to hear about fucking anarchy in the UK or how and the Queen's not even alive anymore. Rest her soul. I don't know.
Didn't Johnny Rotten get stabbed for that song?
Fuck, probably.
Or was it God Save the Queen? I remember in his book he was talking about how he got approached and either almost or actually stabbed for like what he was saying about the Queen at the time.
I'll believe it, because people they get behind their I don't know, man. That's some stuff I guess I can't talk on that, but I can talk on Billie Jean. What do you think?
Billie Jean, yeah. Billie Jean's another one that, like, if I was gonna, Michael, love him, he's great. King of pop, I guess, if you really want to call him that. In most cases, yeah, but I don't want to say that to let him overshadow everybody else, but at the same time, like, that song that's another that, like, it's up there with, like, Born in the USA. Like, it's been on the radio for literally like 30, 40 years, just constantly, and it's not even one station, it's everywhere.
You know, I think it would be fair to say that Billie Jean, Born in the USA, Crazy Train right now, and Hotel California, Stairway to Heaven, I bet you there's a radio station playing one of those songs right now in
as
the
we're
US.
talking.
I guarantee
there is.
Yeah.
Shit, for all we know, Steve's playing one up front.
Oh, yeah, could be. There's so many songs we didn't put on here because of like we didn't want to just put all like bands we hated, you know.
Yeah. This next one too is another one that follows the same suit as what we were just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix.
Could also be used as the most overused song in war movies for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. Was All Along the Watchtower in Apocalypse Now? I don't remember. No.
Oh, that's the.
Because that was the Doors. Yeah.
That's probably the only hiccup in the.
Because I'm trying to think, like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, it's in, like, everything, but This Is the End was, like, the main song in Apocalypse Now.
But it's definitely...
I mean, it was during that time, like, when it came out, it fit that and whatever, and it's a good song. It was a good song. It's better than the Bob Dylan version. I think that's been already established, known by everybody, but...
It's the sad reality of this particular track, though, is this is Jimi Hendrix's only hit in America.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucked up?
That is fucked up. Even Purple Haze wasn't... I didn't know that.
Like #1 or whatever the fuck?
Oh, yeah. Well, didn't Bruce Springsteen only have one #1 with Born in the USA?
Could be. Next one. Yeah, I'm just going to come right out and say it. I never want to hear Danzig sing Mother again. I do not care.
Neither does his mother.
Yeah, no, like, I'm good on it, man. But everything about that song. If you're like 5-6 years old learning guitar, do it on there, not on Guitar Hero. I'm here to tell you it's easier to play on guitar than Guitar Hero. I've tried it.
On Guitar Hero, when it came out on Guitar Hero, that was when it started to get overplayed to me, because I had already, like, known the song.
Yeah.
And then, like, you hear that constantly.
And that song's been overplayed by, like, in our circles forever.
And in our circle, but also, like...
People, again, getting drunk,
It's been used in constant video game soundtracks.
Yeah, it just got licensed, like, it's crazy. Anyway.
But yeah, there's so much... Honestly, there's way better Danzig albums than that album.
My favorite is the
Danzig
second
2,
one.
yeah.
And I do like... Yeah, Danzig 2. That's the greatest Danzig there is. Chuck Biscuits on the drums.
This one might be another little bit of controversy, but Hey Jude by the Beatles.
Shout out to Madsen. I'm not talking about your son. I know that you...
There's
you
probably, like...
Cool.
I wonder what the statistic for how many times this song has actually been played, because this is another... I mean, it's the Beatles. They're everywhere, but, like... It's just been over and over and over.
I know
and
for a fact that this
nonstop.
song is still played on radio in this town on the 99.9, I believe, is the station.
Yeah, I believe it.
Crazy. Number 20, this is totally left field now. From the Beatles to Rage Against the Machine. Killing in the Name of. Good on that? I'm good on that.
Yeah, I'm definitely good on that.
And again, that's another band where there's a whole bunch of tracks that were just like, man, it's like you just don't want to hear them anymore. It's like they've become the machine, you know, like it's been said a million times.
They're the machine that they were raging against.
Straight up, you know, I mean, it is what it is. And now, like anything else, it's, you know, they're selling records and T-shirts and whatever the fuck. I don't know. It's just I just don't want to hear that shit. Like, it's just it's been played so much, I guess. Maybe it's just because of growing up in the time of these particular albums that were, like, pushed to us.
Well, I think when it came out, like, it was probably like, holy shit, like, this is...
Like, I remember having Evil Empire in, like, 8th grade.
Yeah.
With the boy on the cover with the superhero thing and being like, what? I mean, and it was, like, this is totally different. But then it seems like once the message gets perverted and radio takes over, back then it was like, it kind of just, I don't want to hear it anymore. Loses the meaning, you know?
Yeah, it starts to, and it's not their fault, like, that the song became as big as it was, but yeah, it just started to take away from the authenticity of it.
For sure.
One that we added before we started here was the Clash, Should I Stay or Should I Go?
Yeah.
Or also Rock the Casbah, or what was the other one that you said?
London Calling.
London
honestly.
Calling, yeah.
And and that's a song that I used to love. Like, I mean, I would play the shit out of it. London Calling, you know, million years. And now again, it's like, man, I think I listened to it too much. Or there's so many other Clash tracks to listen to, man.
I think Jail Guitar Doors is like one of my favorite Clash songs. And honestly, most of London Calling is kind of
The shit.
It's a good album, but that was like the one where most of like the hits and shit like seem to reside.
Oh, off of the London Calling album itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you go back
Like
to
Combat Rock, I would take 10 to 1 over London Calling.
London Calling, yeah. I really enjoy the earlier, like anybody, I enjoy that earlier shit too.
Yeah, Jail Guitar Doors was like off their first
Off
album.
the white, yeah, like white, yeah. We also added Hate Breeds, I Will Be Heard.
Yeah, this one's probably another one that
I don't want to hear it again.
Especially
man.
our listeners.
Yeah, I'm just.
They're gonna be like, "Fuck's wrong with you guys?"
You know.
Yeah. We were talking about this before about how much cooler the song is if you just take the vocals off of it. Because, like...
Yeah, it seems to be so much heavier.
Yeah, musically it's heavy as shit. The bass line and that, like, resonating, like, real low tone bass line that's kind of going along in the beginning of there is... It starts off great, but then as soon as Jamie, and nothing against Jamie, but as soon as he comes in,
yeah, it's just
you're like, ah, shit. Yeah, we could have kept going quite a while with this, but like we said in the beginning of the episode, like it could get very redundant, repetitive, and kind of boring. Where we
could probably do a 24-hour
dude,
episode
look,
just
we get it. You don't want to hear it again.
We never want to hear, or good songs we never want to hear. Yeah.
Yeah, like somebody eventually would be like, you know what, we don't want to hear anymore. What you guys don't want to hear. So
for sure.
That's why we tried to keep this one pretty short.
Dude, I'm just looking around at a room, right? And, like, I love Prince, man. And I can think of a Prince track that I don't want to hear anymore. And I don't...
Purple Rain?
Pretty much, yeah. And When Doves Cry, too, would almost... I'd almost skip that song. Yeah.
Yeah, When Doves... Honestly, a lot of the Purple Rain soundtrack is... Prince has so much more music than just that. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like that's like buying a Ferrari and just driving the speed limit.
Yeah, for sure. Good analogy. Yeah.
But yeah, let us know in the comments like what is some stuff that you're sick of hearing. If there's an artist that you really enjoy, but there's a song that you're just like, yeah, fuck this, I'm good. Like never want to hear this ever again.
Because we're
curious to hear.
Thing I forgot about. Good band, love all their music, never want to hear Drain cover Good Things again.
Oh, yeah.
That
and that's a newer one, too.
Yeah, and I'm burnt on that, man. I heard that like a couple tries, like, all right, I get it. Rest of the album, fucking dynamite, dude. And I get, like, okay, it's a cool song. It's Descendants did it. Again, I'm not the hugest pop punk fan, although I do love the Descendants. I don't, that's known, but yeah, man, I'm good on it.
I like Descendants.
Oh, they're the architects, man, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Ramones would be like the architectural pop punk band.
Well, I would for sure, but
we could that's a whole different
conversation.
But yeah, anyway, thanks for listening. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, I guess TikTok. I'll try to keep updated on there. But like I said before, check us or let us know in the comments, like your
give
thoughts
us some
on this
tracks,
stuff.
and maybe it'd be like some stuff that you hear that you never want to hear again, and we're like, dude, we listen to that every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that could be. Yeah.
It's like,
Biggie's Big Papa was another one.
Oh yeah.
Could listen to Ready to Die like every day, but I would always skip that song.
Now, aside from skipping it because of the beat and the lyrics, would you listen to it if they took Diddy out? Because I'd be like, you know what, I want to hear it without Diddy. I
would listen to it to hear it without Diddy, but I think even without Diddy, it's still just. I get how and why they did it and like why it became a hit, but I'm just sick of hearing it.
True that.
But anyways, we're out of here.
Thanks for listening.